What's up, guys? JJ Fade 23. I'm just going to go over my trade recap of my WFC swing today. Uh, Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a knucklehead entertaining you guys. Anyway, so check this out. WFC, the banks have sold off, whatever. Came down to this level, it bounced. Came back down again, bounced. Sometimes I'll buy stocks at support because if you see this, look, what do I always tell you guys? The first retest of a strong support. Look, that bounced 17% from this level, so it comes back down again. You can buy the first retest of that level. I didn't see that. If I missed the bounce from support, then I'm looking for my EMA sales, which I don't long below the daily EMAs, only if it's at key support. But this stuff right here, no, 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 no. Now right here. Now look, this is a double bottom, right? So we all know a double bottom how it plays out. Look, most double bottoms, what happens? Stock goes down to here, then you go up to here, and then you go down to here, and then what do? You go back up to the middle, right here, and either break out or not. But so this is how you use a chart pattern, chart recognition now to help you with your setup, which for me was a squeeze play sitting right on top of the daily key EMAs that I use with a very recent MACD crossover. So this is in the early cycle of a MACD bullish crossover, which I love when my squeeze and EMA flags are in the early cycle of the MACD crossover. So as you can see, the 821 and 34 right below. You have the flag, you have the bearish momentum decreasing, you have the early stages of the crossover, and you have the chop pattern. Now, if you drop down the time frames, same thing. Squeeze, sitting on top of the EMAs, firing to the upside, early stages of the crossover. Drop down to the hourly, squeeze, firing to the upside. I don't worry about the MACD as much on the hourly, but it is crossing to the upside, but it's obviously above the zero line. But this is a multi-time frame squeeze playing out. And then today, how did I enter? I just entered right here. I was hoping it was going to dip down to here again at the open so I could enter with really tight risk for the bounce back up, but it didn't. It just broke out, so I entered. And now it's just riding it up. Riding up. Hopefully it stays holding the 10-minute EMAs all the way up. And obviously if the market goes up more too, then it should be good. As far as the market goes, guys, I've been saying this for a while. When the SPY weekly EMAs cross over, look, weekly EMA crossover here, huge run. Weekly EMA cross down, huge drop. Weekly EMA crossover right here. They try to cross back down. They can't reclaim it now. We should keep going higher. So now we've had a perfect crossover pull back to the 2134 on the weekly chart, and now we're flagging up here on the weekly. And if you look on the daily, another perfect squeeze right here, right on top of the key EMAs. But now what are we doing? Now, I don't know why my chart's doing this lately on my laptop. It's always looking smushed. Anyway, you see, now we're just going sideways. SPY's, it's holding that 417 breakout level. It's in another squeeze, and the MACD's crossing over, even though it's already above the zero line. But we're just right now we're just waiting for the AEMA to catch up. The short-term EMAs catch up, make for better flags. Flagging off when you have a flag pattern that's too far off the 8 on the daily, it's more dangerous. So this is just going sideways now, waiting for the EMAs to catch up, and then as you can see, the 4 hours have caught up. The hourly, it's sitting right on top of them. So, I would expect SPY to do one of two things. Either come back down to 417 area, 417.50, push back up again, or it might want to pull back all the way to the 8. Maybe it comes back down to this demand zone. If you look, the hourly 2134. Sometimes we dip to the 2134. and that would be also on the 80 MA would be close to there. So, I mean, it's still plenty bullish above the 8, 21.34. We could dip back to the 8 even, 415.50, 416, still be bullish. So I'm not too worried about SPY right now. It would take a lot to reverse it. Now, I would like this. If SPY didn't do this today, if SPY, well, actually, that's not bad. You see that? So now, if you go like this, we could be, this could be this. It doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look perfect, but we could just be going sideways till we get tighter and tighter and tighter, and then by that time the 80 MA on the daily is caught up, and then we squeeze out. So we could get a nice little long off here tomorrow, possibly again. We'll push back up to this trend line and possibly break. We'll see. But yeah, remember, I don't know shit. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.